Hello everybody, Jackson here with the Wealth Squad. Today we'll be talking about Nvidia and the latest earnings report coming from the company. The earnings report is kind of deceptive, so that's why I'm bringing it to light. I'll provide some further explanation of why it is this way. So let's get into the nitty and gritty. We could see right away Nvidia is trading at 170, 160-ish. It was trading at $346 in the past. So it's down a bit, to say the least, from the very top. Now, in the past month, you will see this day right here. This day was August 8th. August 8th, Nvidia came out and said that the upcoming earnings report is going to be bad. It's going to be a very bad earnings report. They cut estimates by a large margin, quoting that gaming revenue has fallen off the cliff. All right. So the upcoming quarter, which was today, the quarter ending was a while ago, but the earnings report was today. They came out 2 weeks ago, said that the earnings report was going to be bad. So what they did was cut the estimates into a third or so. Estimates were around $1.50, and now they're only 50 cents. So a 51-cent reported earnings looks like a surprise beat, like they did good. Same thing with the revenue here. They barely beat by a very, very thin margin. And it looks like from this green EPS earnings report indicator on TradingView that it had a good earnings, and that's simply not the case. So we're going to look further into this. To do so, I'm going to look into Yahoo Finance right here. Nvidia gives weak forecast, adding concerns over chip slump. This was earlier today. Talks about how the stock fell around 5% today, following the announcement of the weak guidance. And you can see here, the company said late Wednesday that the third quarter revenue will be about 5.9 billion. That compares with the average estimate of 6.9 billion. So they cut forecasts even further. Gross margin percentage of sales, we know gross margin is 65% minus certain items. Nvidia issued the forecast just 2 weeks after warning that sales for the latest quarter would come in below original expectations, which I was talking about earlier. Company blamed declining demand for chips using gaming computers. So basically, gaming is what they are quoting as the reason for lower sales. And of course, they quote the chip shortage, COVID talked about in here, supply chain, that type of stuff. So we could look here, and Yahoo gives us great financials little post here that shows us how much Nvidia has been earning over time. So you can see in the last 4 years, it's gone from making 11 billion in revenue, 4 billion in earnings, to 27 billion in revenue and almost 10 billion in earnings, just 4 years. But quarterly, you can see it's fallen off a cliff, a very large cliff. Revenue 6.5 billion, 7.1, 7.6, 8.29, great, growing at a very fast rate, great. Earnings 2.37, 2.46, 3 billion, great, are also growing. Earnings today 1.62. So fallen by half, fallen by around 40 or 45% just in a single quarter. And that is not good, ladies and gentlemen. That is a bad way to go out. So we are obviously showing that this quarter has not been good for Nvidia. The reason that this stock is not getting obliterated, it's only trading around right here, 164, after the earnings announcement. So it's down around 5% in after hours. It's down at 164 just because 2 weeks ago they announced that this quarter was going to be bad, and they gave us this bad news before they officially announced it through legal documents, and that way they don't see this as a very large drop, right? We already dropped 2 weeks ago. This is not a terrible reaction because we knew it was going to be bad. That's exactly it. So not a terrible, great way to have an earnings report. Sure, it is kind of deceptive, but it works for the company, and I'm glad they're not down that much, right? A lot of people holding this stock, And hopefully it does go cheaper though, because it is a cheap stock to begin with at this current price. I think the 160s are a solid range for Nvidia to buy in. Let me know what you think of this and the Nvidia stock valuation at this current time. I'd love to hear what you have to think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time.